Hello there. Welcome back to Shudder Horror Weekend. I didn't actually plan on doing this, so I recorded Dark Match, and I set that to be live on the channel at 8. So I guess I'll set this for 10. Because I wasn't expecting to do another one, but I thought, why not? So Superhost is a movie I remember seeing at Walmart, and I just looked at the cover, and you got Gracie Gilliam, is that what she's called now? She was Grace Phipps back when I knew her from Teen Beach Movie, and when she was on Supernatural and other things, but Gracie Gilliam is what she called now, I guess. Her picture, she's like smiling, yelling, and it's like, this looks weird. And it was when I was starting to sort of fall out of love with Shudder movies, because there was a bunch of bangers, and then I just started buying them without looking, and that's how I got Hunted. And I was like, oh. And so they're not all good. And that, not all movies have to be good, but or not all movies are going to be good. Of course, they should always be good, but not all of them are going to be good. Right? Dark Match, I thought was just okay. And I really liked this movie until the end. Well, we started getting to the climax. I started to realize where this movie was going, and I went, nope, I don't like this, nope. Because I've said this. It's one of those things where I think a movie is going to go a certain way, it goes a certain way. How I explain this? There was a movie that I just did. What was it? It was Bone Lake, where I thought it was going to go one way, but it didn't. This went the way I thought that movie was going to go, and I don't like it. And certainly, you kind of want to see where it goes from there, but then they haven't made a sequel to this, so you don't really know. I just didn't like how the ending went. Excuse me. Itchy. So, the movie focused on Teddy, Rebecca, that's not her name. That's not her name. Why do I always forget fucking names? Where's the Claire and Teddy? Claire played by Sarah Canning, which connects this to Dark Match because she was also Kate the Great in that movie. Also, you may know her from The Vampire Diaries, where she played the aunt. Though she wasn't much older than her niece and nephew, so I don't know how that was supposed to work. I always thought it was confusing. She was playing the main character's aunt, and I'm like, she doesn't look like she's much older than me. And she's not. I think Nina Dobrev is 2 years younger than she is. I think she's 36. Sarah Canning's 38. My age. Right? So, yeah, and Stephen R. McQueen is 2 years younger than that. So I understand like you can have. She was played as if she was older. I don't know. Anyway, you have Osric Chow from Supernatural. He was Kevin Tran, and then is it Tran? No, Kevin. He was also in that movie Fun Size with Victoria Justice, the Nickelodeon movie. He was in other things like this. And we also get a cameo, sort of, from Barbara Crampton. Medicine time. Barbara Crampton, the horror legend. As I mentioned, Gracie Gilliam, or Grace Phipps as I knew her. She was in Teen Beach movies. She was in both of those. She was in... they're making a third Teen Beach movie. And what I want, they're not going to do it. But like the description of the third one says there's new characters that end up jumping into the rebooted West Side Story, whatever it was called, from the last one, at the end of the last one. So what I want it to be, get every single one of the actors from the West Side Story movie back. I don't care if they're in their 30s now. Get them all back, dress them in the same outfits from before, and just do that. Have these new characters, meet them, and have them just be like, have it be like weird because they're stuck playing these roles and they're wearing the same clothes and they're dressed the same, but they got older. Do it. They won't do it because it'd be too surreal. But so Claire and Teddy are content creators, YouTubers, vloggers, whatever, who travel to bed and breakfasts, and they stay in them and then they rate them. I guess they don't always do good because Barbara Crampton plays someone who was at their last bed and breakfast they stayed at, and they gave her a negative review, and she refuses to accept that it was her fault that she got the negative review. So now they're staying at this one who their Superhost is Rebecca, even though they said it was a Betty Lou. So it starts out subtle, really, just weird things. They go to bed, they hear a noise, they complain about how one of their toilets. So I was confused because he's like, "Oh, this toilet's clogged." So they're okay. We gotta clog the toilet. And when she shows up, first of all, when Rebecca shows up the next day, I'm here to fix your toilet. She's got just a plunger, and the first thing she does is open the toilet tank. You're trying to unclog a toilet. Opening the toilet tank does not help. I'm not a plumber. I'm a janitor. But I've dealt with toilet clogs before. If you're trying, especially at work, I've unclogged toilets before. Why would you open the toilet tank? And then she starts trying to unclog it. Goodness, what you doing? She's like, I can't do it. And then later, the toilet's unclogged, and he finds a pair of dentures was clogging the toilet. Now, dentures aren't big enough to clog a toilet. I'm sorry, they're not. But it's a hint that something. But like, he's like, the toilet's fixed. Like, she snuck in, whatever. Also, she's recording everything. She's got cameras everywhere, which they get it out about. I mean, I learned from the beginning. When this movie started, I'm like, is this found footage? Because that's what, or a Screen Life movie, that's what it felt like. But no, it's a regular movie. They just, from time to time, will film things. Teddy plans on proposing to Claire and wants to do it in front of the entire subscribers. Yeah. And they get there, so I'm confused. I thought their website wasn't working, and that was the problem. She was trying to call to get the website back, but she drops the call before she can give them the account information. But from that point on, they don't bring it up again and just sort of move on with it, and they're just fine. And they're still filming stuff. So I'm like... And so there's a thing where it's like, when they start filming, she turns around like, nope. Like, Rebecca turns around like, no, I thought we told you we were going to film. Oh, yes, of course. And then she's just fine with it. And I'm waiting. There's a point where Claire is rewatching the footage, and I'm waiting for something to pop up, like there's a flicker or something wrong with her. But no, it's just like her paws started going. What are they trying to do here? They wake up, or he wakes up, and Rebecca's just downstairs making breakfast for him. Creepy, because she knows the code to get in and out, so. Also, when they get there, she's like, they're like, the code that they put in doesn't work. She's like, I changed the code. The last person won't go away. And then she puts the new code in, and yeah. Then we get Barbara Crampton showing up as Vera, the owner of the last place they stayed at. And she's angry because they gave a negative review and blames them for ruining things. Like, do better. It's your fault. Don't blame someone else for things you did wrong. She's like, they lied. They lied. And then she starts pointing out, you don't know who they really are. You don't know who they really are. And I'm like, oh, is this movie misleading? Are they trying to make us think that because Rebecca is a little off-putting and a little goofy and sometimes cuckoo, that we're like forced to look at her when these two are the real villains of this movie? And it's like, that'd be a nice twist. No, they don't go that way. It's literally just cut and dry. There is something wrong with Rebecca, and I don't know what that statement was supposed to be. But eventually, they had enough of being watched. They just had enough of this. And so they go to leave, and she is right there. It's like, oh, you leaving? Oh, because they do film. Oh, I forgot. There's more. They do film some stuff with her, and I don't know. Every time she's on screen, you just go cuckoo, because she's cuckoo. But he eventually does. I forget his name. Teddy. Teddy eventually does propose to her. However, this is where the movie started to lose me, because she says, oh my God, yes. And then she's like, you are a genius. I'm like, this will help get our subscribers back. And she grabs the camera and is like, she's like, oh my God, this guy just proposed to me. And he's just like, she's like, what? And he's like, you mean it was real? You actually talked to my parents? Yeah. Yeah, he went to this whole speech, he proposed to her, and she thought it was for the clicks. And then just sort of brushes it off afterwards. And the whole movie, she's really about trying, because they keep, I think it's unrealistic. We're like, well, we're losing subscribers. It's never that bad. As a YouTuber myself, I can tell you, it's never that bad. I've been going steady. You know, I'm over 900 right now, and I think I'm doing pretty well. I think I know I've lost some, but it's like maybe one or two. I don't hemorrhage them. You know, I've lost maybe one or two. I can't even put an average of how many, because I don't think I've lost that many in total. So, but I know I've lost a handful at least. You know, they're not interested. Fine. Maybe I stopped doing something they liked. I've been there, but I've stuck with channels where it's like, oh, they were doing this series, and then they stopped. But that's why I subscribe, and I'll try to watch their new content. That's all I ask of you, is just keep going. And if I did stop doing something, ask me. Well, I'll try to bring back something. You know, I try to bring back series for a little while. Is it? What, do you miss Throwback Thursdays, Flashback Fridays? I try to do Tuesday Tuesday at least once a year now. You want more retro rewinds? I mean, maybe you were a fan of Take me to the pilot. I did one episode and I haven't done any more. I'm going to do more next year, I promise. I've been planning to do the My Name is Earl pilot and anti-pilot. I'll explain in that video. I'm planning on doing that for quite a while and I keep putting it off. I want to do more next year. I brought back from the fall after one episode and then just staying there. I brought that back. Trying to keep, refreshing stuff, bringing stuff back. Was it that 5 things or whatever I did that one time that never caught on for me? I don't know. Like, she seems to, like, they're hemorrhaging subscribers. Like, it keeps, it's like that friend request where they keep showing she's losing all these friends on Facebook for things, and I'm like, it's never that bad. There's no way it would ever be like that, and they over dramatize it here. But like I said, they go to leave, and she's there. Rebecca's there. She's like, I gotta show you something, and right away I'd be like, nah, I'm good. We're gonna leave. Oh, come on. And it's like, because at this point there's something with, hold on, I have to get to the IMDb page because I need to remember. I'm trying to remember what it was. Because there was something. Superhost, 21 film. Here we go. It's only like 4 actors. Well, Lou, I guess, but they only show his dead body, so. Where's the synopsis? Storyline. This is not what I found. Contribute, not continue to. There's something. What was it? Why can't I find that? Goofs. I don't want goofs. So there's something where they find out about Betty and Lou that lived there. She tells a story about an old couple that she survived to stay with, but here, plot synopsis. Okay, here we go. Can we? Suspected. Oh, Teddy finds mail addressed to Betty and Lou Jorgensen, and they suspect that Rebecca might not really own the home. And that's when they decide to leave. And that's when Rebecca stops them. And so let me show you something. They know. Okay, so I'm putting myself in their shoes. They just realize she might not be the owner of the house. And that this couple might own this house, and there's something happened to them. This crazy bitch comes up to you, I'm going to show you something. So when this happened, I'm thinking, she's going to show them the dead bodies, and then she'd try to kill them. But what it is, because like she brings it up, and this bitch, Claire, is like, we should go look at this. And I'm like, what? No. Even he's like, what? He's like, it could be good content. What? What could she possibly show you? Right? What if she's luring you out to the woods to kill you? Good content, huh? What it is she has Barbara Crampton tied to the tree. And she's got a knife and she's gonna stab her. Honestly, I do like that Claire does stop filming. She doesn't just keep filming for the content. She's like, no, I can't. And then it looks like she stabs Barbara Crampton, but no, it's all a ploy to help Barbara Crampton get revenge for the bad review they gave. So they're going to leave again. It seems all fine. And then, if she had kept her mouth shut and just drove away, they had just driven off, I would have been confused as to how. I thought what would happen was they would drive off, and when they got home, she would be there, and they'd have a scuffle, which would end up in them killing her in self-defense, and then she accepts his proposal. No. That would be a much better ending. No. So Claire then says, what did you do? Or what happened to Betty and Lou Jorgensen? She immediately slashes Barbara Crampton's throat, killing her, and chases after them. I'm like, okay, here we go, climax time. And it's as soon as she kills Claire, I went, because there's a scuffle. Claire does record a video to upload to get help. Because they show that there's spotty the spotty service, so calling won't do anything, but you can upload a video. She does that, but Rebecca finds her and stabs her to death. I said it like American Psycho. I'm gonna stab you to death. Stabs her to death. And this is where I'm like, fuck, they're gonna have her win, aren't they? And we begin this chase because she's stabbed Teddy out. She stabbed Teddy in the side, so he's like, and he's trying to get into his car, and she keeps locking it again, or she keeps messing with it. He can't get in. He collapses. And then I'm like, do something. Grab the knife, stab her back. No. She kills him, and then she goes back into the house and she looks at the video that Claire uploaded. It's successful. Yay, cops are going to show up, right? No, because that would make too much fucking sense. No. Instead, it's just like, oh, it's so fake. Video's fake. Oh, it's fake. Because for some reason they decided that the end of this movie needed to suck. I'm sorry. This is a bad ending. Endings like this, now I understand the villain winning or the villain surviving. That's a thing. But this ending is tailor-made for the villain to win and nothing else. From the minute they go to leave and don't leave and decide to go film whatever she wants to show them instead of using common fucking sense and leaving, that is telling you what they're not getting out of here, because they're trying to make every reason they should stay, because some girl you suspect is, you know, is cuckoo and suspect it's not the owner of this house that you were staying in, and it's the reason why you were leaving, comes up to you and goes, come with me in the woods, I want to show you something. You no, fuck off, bitch, and drive away. But no, these people have to make stupid decisions for the movie to go the way the writers and the filmmakers want it to go, because it's designed for the villain to win. Right? And there's an easy way to do this. You can have them confront her. Maybe she stabs Teddy and it's down to the two women. And they have a confrontation. And it's Claire that stabs her, then finds Teddy, and they drive off. And when the cops get there, they find Barbara Crampton's body, the old couple, but they don't find Rebecca's body. So enough that, oh, she's out there. There could be a sequel. We could do that. She was able to escape, but our characters we're following also got out. Right? But no, this is designed. It's one of those movies where the ending, everything from that point is designed so that they have spotty cell service, but somehow she uploaded a video. And even though she uploaded the video, and then here's the thing. Why show us after they're dead that the video got uploaded and people are saying it's fake? I understand that so cops never show up, but who cares if they do show up at this point? Rebecca could be long gone from the place by the cops by the time the cops show up. Right? So what's the point? What is the point? You should see it uploading, and then what you do, especially if you want to drown the hope of survival, is you have it upload. And then you have Claire watching the video, waiting for people to respond. And all she sees is hate comments saying it's fake. As the hope drains out of her face, that's when Rebecca slits her throat. If you want to show us that there's no hope for these people, do it that way. Having Rebecca look at it, and with all the comments saying it's fake, doesn't add anything to it. It's like, why? Who cares? They're both dead. She could be gone before the cops show up anyway. Right? And she even gets in their car and she's wearing the engagement ring or whatever, and she drives off, and it's just like, okay, sure. And that came out in 2021, and they've yet to make a sequel, so whatever they were trying to do didn't work. I'll give it a high middle road, because like I said, up until the point where she comes out, and because at the point, they know there's something wrong with her, they know they need to get the fuck out of there, but she comes out, and she says, I want to show you something. And this dumbass bitch goes, we should go film it. That's when the film loses me. That's when it loses me. It's like, no, this makes no sense. This makes no sense. You know she's not the host of the house. You know there's something going on. Leave. They can't. Or the ending, the manufactured ending that these people came up with, won't happen. So, no. It's a high middle of the road, but everything until that point. Then from that point to the end of the movie, it just shit the bed for me. It lost me. It had me, and then it lost me. This is a case where the ending ruins the movie. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on Superhost? Let me comment below, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.